welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make coconut barfi. It's one of my favorite sweets since I was a child because it's rich in coconut, sugar and cardamom. Three of my favorite things. But today's recipe I'm going to make a slight twist and make it a little more healthier by adding almond meal. So without wasting any time, let's dive right in to see how to make coconut barfi. We'll begin making the coconut barfi, one of my favorite dishes. We will first add in the sugar, 2 cups of measured sugar into the pan, and the water. We'll have to make a sugar syrup of 2-string consistency. And for this, you will have to boil the sugar in the water until all the sugar melts. This process takes about 10 to 12 minutes. First, we will allow the sugar to melt completely. Keep stirring it until the sugar melts, else the sugar will get stuck to the bottom and caramelize very soon. Notice all the sugar is melted and the sugar water has started bubbling. Now at this stage you have to make sure that you turn the heat to low and slowly make a 2-string consistency on medium heat. It's very important to take your time because the sugar will caramelize. To test it, what you have to do is to take a little bit of sugar syrup, put it in a bowl of water, and it will form a ball. It will not dissolve away. That's when you know that you have attained the 2-string consistency. Or when you place it between your fingers, it will stick and it will form a string. And that's a 2-string consistency. I can't show that now because the syrup is really hot. Okay, to this, I'm going to add in the coconut, freshly grated coconut. It's important to use fresh coconut because it adds rich flavors to the sweet. Now we will add the almond meal. Almond meal is nothing but non-roasted almonds that is ground into a fine powder. So add in the almonds. And I have some cardamom powder that I've freshly pounded. Add that in. And stir the mixture well. We have to keep stirring the coconut barfi mixture for about 10 to 15 minutes until all the ingredients come together and the coconut will come off the sides of a pan like a dough. So until then, let's keep stirring and wait for that consistency. It's been about 15 minutes. Notice how the coconut barfi has come together and slips out the sides of the pan. So this is exactly the consistency that we want. And if you stir it for a little longer, then the sugar will get crystallized and caramelized. So you want to take it out of the pan right now and then set it in a bowl until it hardens. I will now grease the pan that I'm going to set the barfi in with a little bit of ghee. Smear the ghee all over the pan so that when you're going to cut the barfi out, it comes out really smoothly. The barfi, while it was sitting in the pan, is hardened. So what I'm going to do is to transfer it quickly into the pan. Use another spatula and press the barfi down and spread it in. What I'm also going to do now that the barfi is sticking, I'm going to grease the spatula also with a little bit of oil and then press it down. So this way, notice there's minimum amount of sticking from the sugar from the barfi. Notice that the barfi is flattened nicely. What I'm going to do now is before the barfi cools down, I'm going to make cuts into the barfi because once it hardens, the barfi will crack up and not hold its shape. So it's important to make the shape before it cools down and hardens. So once it hardens, you have a neatly cut piece of the barfi. Now that I've cut the barfi, allow the barfi to cool completely before you can serve it. If you want, you can serve it right away, but when it cools, you can store it in an airtight container for about a couple of weeks and you're ready to serve your barfi with your friends and family. I hope you enjoyed watching the recipe of how to make coconut barfi with a twist of almond meal. Do give it a try in your kitchen, and when you do, don't forget to give your feedback in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.